In all of Star Wars, in all the movies, there's only one Jedi, one Jedi that ever killed a Sith. Do you know who it is? Now, if we think back, we have the Phantom Menace, we have the Clone Wars, or Attack of the Clones, sorry. I always get that mixed up. We have Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then we have the sequels. We have the Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. Now, if you're thinking it's Rey killing Palpatine, there's two things I think are wrong with that. First of all, I don't think that Rey is a Jedi. She, had a little training with Luke and Leia and all that stuff, but she was never really a Jedi. If you'll remember in The Empire Strikes Back, Luke was talking to Yoda. He's like, or maybe it was Return of the Jedi. He said, well, I'm a Jedi. And Yoda said, not yet. You must first confront Vader and take care of Vader first before you're considered a Jedi. And, Rey had not done any of that stuff. She found Luke and had the books, but she wasn't a Jedi. And the second thing is that Palpatine was a clone. So you could honestly say that she really didn't kill him. I mean, you'd have to say that Vader killed him first. So if Vader killed him first and he came back and then she killed him as a clone, there's always a chance he'll come back again. So that being said, those two are out of contention because I'm running this video. And I want to know down below, who do you think was the only Jedi that killed a Sith in all 9 movies? Now, I have an article here from gamingbible.com that talks about it, and I wanted to go over it with you real quick. So let me share the screen, and there's Anakin, and then there's Darth Maul. And it says, Star Wars fans are horrified to learn that only one Jedi ever actually killed a Sith. Pause the video and write down below who you think it is. Star Wars fans have realized just how inefficient the Jedi actually were in the films, based on how many Sith they actually killed. Well, I guess if they would have killed all the Sith, then there wouldn't have been as many movies. And they would have been shorter movies. In fairness, Sith are quite rare, and when they do pop up, they tend to operate in twos rather than a whole bunch of them. But throughout the Star Wars films, only one Jedi has actually killed one. Could it be? Nope, it's not him. Turns out Anakin Skywalker is the only Jedi to kill a Sith on the big screen when he chopped off Count Dooku's head at the beginning of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. He did kill Palpatine at the end of Star Wars Return of the Jedi, but he technically wasn't a Jedi at the time, so it doesn't really count. True. Fans pointed out the inefficiency of the Jedi Order in a Reddit thread, while some argued that Obi-Wan killed Darth Maul. It's important to remember he only dismembered him in the films, and when he killed him in Star Wars Rebels, Maul was no longer a Sith. You could, in theory, argue that Rey killed Palpatine in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, but it's implied that version of him is a clone of the original, so does he still count as the same Sith? I say no. It's all very confusing and pedantic. The only other Jedi that really comes close to killing a Sith on screen is Mace Windu, who also nearly killed Palpatine in their iconic duel, but it's argued that Palpatine always had the upper hand and was just waiting for Anakin to do his work for him. When you look at just the films, though, Anakin is the only one who actually killed a Sith. Ironic, because it's actually that attitude to murder that sets him on the path to the dark side. All right, did you get it? Did you realize it was Anakin killing Count Dooku? It's such a really fast and quick thing that happens at the beginning of Revenge of the Sith that sometimes I just think over it. I don't even, when I think of Revenge of the Sith, I always think of the ending part where Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting in Mustafar on the lava beds and stuff. So I always kind of like gloss over in my mind that first part with Count Dooku, but that was a pretty good lightsaber duel, even though Palpatine did, betray Count Dooku. Like I was saying before, I don't think Rey was actually considered a Jedi at the time, and Palpatine was a clone. And then Mace Windu, when they said that Palpatine always had the upper hand, no, Mace Windu, man, he had Shatterpoint, and he had his lightsaber style was so unique. I think he had Palpatine dead to rights, and Anakin just blew that all away when Mace Windu said he wanted to, kill Palpatine because he was too powerful, and that just, I don't know. Anakin, he was weak-minded. Just makes me upset. But Mace Windu is still alive. Yes, Mace Windu is alive. You should have his own show or movie. I'm adamant about that. Mace Windu lives. Let's give Mace Windu a round of applause. Samuel L. Jackson would come back, and he would be awesome, and it'd bring back so many people to Star Wars. I think it'd be fantastic. Oh, one other thing they were talking about, that Darth Vader Anakin killed Palpatine. Yeah, he wasn't a Jedi then. He was a Sith to the bone, and he killed his master. So if things wouldn't have worked out, and Luke wasn't around, or Luke had died, and Darth Vader wouldn't have fried his suit, he would have become the Emperor. It would have been Emperor Darth Vader. Darth Vader would have become the master, and then he probably would have either tried to bring Luke as his apprentice or found another apprentice. So that's how the rule of two works with the Sith. But anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention. And if you're interested in knowing the different styles of lightsaber dueling and forms, you should really check out this video. I did this video, and it talks about all the forms that the lightsaber duelists use, Jedi and Sith. So you should check it out. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And remember, the Force will be with you always.